In this episode of Secondhand Sailors, we will maintenance the sump pump and the shower sump on our sailboat, Daisy Mae. Be sure you stay till the end for some extra tips on this project.
Welcome to Secondhand Sailors. This is Fix It Friday. I'm Turner. My wife Renee is behind the camera. So let's get started.
We have a pump that keeps coming on. It's the shower sump pump, from what I've figured out. It is a baffle pump, which means water pulls in one side and squirts out the other side, and it has two rubber gaskets inside where there can pull water in, but water should not backflow out. Sometimes hair will get in there and get tangled up, so I'm hoping that's the problem. Before we get into it, we have to do a few things. We have to turn off the sump pump itself, to turn the power off for it, and we need to clean out under the sink, which is where ours is, and get under there, disconnect it, and pull it completely out. Once we do that, then we'll take it apart and disassemble it on the counter and see what's the matter with it, and then put it back together and reinstall. Okay, this is what you're going to need for this project. You're going to need some pliers, some wire cutters. I have a adjustable wrench just in case, because there's some places that you won't be able to use your socket and it'd be hard to get to. You need a knife to trim the end of your wire, a screwdriver, and a standard and Phillips head, 8mm socket. You're going to need your crimper, and you're going to need your electrical terminal accessories. We're going to use these as connectors, like wire to wire, and then for where the wires will plug and unplug after this, we're just going to use the quick disconnects and a light. And flip the sump pump off. All right, my sump pump is down here under the sink. There's a lot of water valves, pumps, and things down here, but the sump pump itself is way down there. It's a baffle pump, so I'm gonna pull it out and try my best to give you guys some good video of it.
First, we have to clear out underneath the sink. So if you'll move, I'll take care of that.
Okay, so we're going under the cabinet, way back around and down there. Now, where that yellow wire nut is and the orange wire nut, I'm gonna take those loose. That's my power and my ground. Then I need to take the hose clamp off above that, which is another hose clamp underneath. Then I'll be able to pull all this out. We've got the wire nuts loose. Power is cut. So now I've got to go in and unscrew the main housing from the wall. There's 4 screws holding the housing to the bulkhead under here. I wish I could do better videoing, but this video, trying to do this and video back in there is almost impossible. We're just trying to get the shots we can. Okay, now I've loosened this hose clamp, and we're just going to take it and slide it up the hose. Okay, one more time. I've got the hose clamp loose. It was down here. I've slid it up, and then I'm gonna pull this hose off right here. pick this up. Got one more under the bottom. Got the hose clamp loose. Thought it was loose. Slide it down. And just pull the hose off. Working with one hand. I feel like the inside of a shoebox. And then I'll take this out. Can you see the hose right here where I'm tapping with my finger?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna pull this hose off and then all this comes out. Okay, I'm gonna set it on our work area. And the next thing I'll need to do is remove these 4 long bolts to get this plate off. And they come off over here. It's an 8mm socket. This one's not to use. Yeah, I don't know who thought this assembly together, but it's not very good. I'll put both probably on the other side. All right, I got the bolts loose. Now the way this works, this is the motor. It spins. It shoves this rod in and out, and there's a baffle inside here. So we can take this apart. See, you have one of these flipped one way, which allows water to go out. Another one pulling it in as this plunger is moving in and out. So as we can see, I've taken this out. It looks like there's a little piece of plastic, some things that got down the drain, and some hair. So we're gonna remove this and get it off of me. Looks pretty good other than that. So this one will come upways like this. That one will stay down. I don't feel anything else inside here. You can place this back, fit it down inside that little lip. Then we'll pop this one out. There's my problem, my bigger problem. It's got a hair clog.
You gotta quit putting hair in the drain.
Oh, it ain't mine. What hair I do have is on my back, my chest. All right, I don't see anything else there. So this one comes down like this. And there's a little lip on this edge. And I'm gonna fit it down into that lip, just like that. Both of those are in place. Now, this goes back just like this.
So it's a relatively simple process once you get it out from under the sink.
And try to figure these long bolts out, trying to get to the back side of them.
There you go, it dropped in.
And you've got a rubber gasket under there. You gotta make sure the rubber gasket is sealed. And what I'm gonna do is finger tighten the two that's hard to get to.
What was that?
I said it's not very complicated at all. It's a lot of small parts in places that's hard to get to. Now, I'm going to smooth these a little more. The ones I can reach with this wrench. And these back here, I'm just going to tighten them down. Just got to make sure there's a gasket in here. And make sure that gasket is sealed down tight. Now all I have to do, now that this is all tight and back together, is remember which wire went where, and I'll put it back underneath. And since I won't be able to reach under here after it's mounted, you have to put the hose clamp on and the hose on the bottom. That's the water coming in from the sump pump, the shower sump, and then your water comes out here, and then I'll get that hose on. I'll tighten both those up with a screwdriver while I can get to it. Then I'm gonna put these wires back together, and then it has to mount onto the wall, and you've got 3 screws under there. I'm going to connect, since it's so hard to connect to these little bitty short wires back there, and this is something we have to maintenance, and it's usually a pain in the butt. I'm going to go ahead and connect these wires the way they're supposed to be with a little longer pieces, and I'm going to put these are plug connectors. So you put one on one side and one on the other, and they should plug, and we can unplug them when we go to work on it.
Okay, to make this easier when we have to clean the baffles next time.
Yeah, because it's going to be a maintenance thing. This isn't something you do one time
and done,
and it's done forever and ever and ever. Things get in there. I mean, we're going to clean our sump box also, but then we're going to crimp it. This side, and that's secured. Where somebody had put wire nuts before, we're just going to have the connectors the way they're supposed to be. Okay. You have to make sure when you put these connectors together that you have a male and female side, plugs and unplugs, like that. You buy your clips and you can look inside, and this will tell you the size wire that can go in each one of these colors. Okay.
Okay, and the reason we chose blue was not to color code anything, but because it would fit the size wire that we had.
Yeah, it's a 16 to 14 gauge wire.
And so we had to choose blue for that purpose.
That's the purpose. as always, my big spotlight died on me. So we're going to a whole new fashion statement here. Look at that, look at that.
You happening, baby.
I'm happening.
You are happening, darling.
Instead of having to reach way back in there, now I've got my wires coming out where I can reach them. And all I have to do is plug it up like this.
Woohoo, baby.
And
voila.
now
Now
I just got to get the hose clamps on. See it down there? That's the low hose. And you got the upper hose. So I'm gonna hook the lower hose on and tighten this hose clamp. Now I'm gonna get this upper hose on. And it's all hooked up. And flip it on. She's pumping. Let's see if she shuts off. It's shut back off. It's pumping. The shower is in this room. The shower drains down into a shower sump.
it's a big box with
Big
nasties.
box of nasties. That's
Yes,
right,
I knew
that's
that.
where it is. Then it pumps from there to the sump pump under here and then overboard.
Gotcha.
Since we're getting hair in here in the sump pump, I figured the sump box might have to be cleaned out to keep me from having to go back into the sump pump and disconnect it again. Okay?
Gotcha.
So preventative maintenance, I'm going into this hatch. I'm gonna open the top of the sump box. And I'm gonna look down inside of it, and I might have to put my hands down in this nasty water or whatever, and I'm gonna try to see if there's any more hair or anything like that in there.
Gotcha.
And we're gonna clean it out.
Okay. Do we need a bucket for this process?
I need no bucket. All I need is a screwdriver and knife to lift this lid because there's no handle here. I'll try to get it with this screwdriver right here, which will not work.
Oh, it works every time if you do it right.
All right, now the hatch is up. Okay. I do
This
see
is the sump box, people.
shower and sink sump. See what it says?
Yes.
All right. Now I see water in here.
Okay, that's going to the bilge, so that's probably not a good thing.
All right, so
That means the sump has probably overflowed. Oh, you better break off all your patience.
it's overflowed at some point. Now, see the hair already on here? Huh? I love my wife's hair, but I don't like it down in here.
This thing is nasty, even
Yeah.
on the outside. We should have cleaned this long before now.
I would say this is probably original to the boat.
The hair?
Yeah, the hair.
I need to get out that foaming cleaner stuff that I use. Clean that outside even.
You need to do something.
Oh, I'm telling you.
All right.
That mouth is going to get you in trouble.
Little hatch unscrews. Before we unscrew it, we're trying to clean all this hair back from it. That gets underneath the floor and on top of here. I'm gonna lift this up so it kicks on. You hear it?
I do. I don't know.
It's sucking in here. Ooh, yeah. Yes, yes. There's little pieces of stuff in there, but it's not hair. Oh, there's a piece of plastic, Renee.
Where's all the plastic coming from?
I don't know, but this is what our problem. Do you see this plastic?
Yes.
That's was
Get
in
some
there.
more on your finger too.
I've got plastic, I've got hair, I've got
No reason to live at this point. It is just gross.
A plumber I am not.
And all of sail life is not glamorous, is it, baby?
No. And if you're a sailor, you're a plumber, electrician, you're everything. And if you lost an arm, you'd be okay because you used to work with one hand back in small spaces. Get this other piece of foam. Looks like a piece of stock foam. I know we've not run any of that stuff down in here. No styrofoam.
I don't even know of anything styrofoam. Oh, yes, I do. That's not all that goes in the sump. The fridge goes in the sump.
That's where it's coming from.
The fridge has that stuff and it falls off a lot. Those little bits of styrofoam.
So, either I can touch your dishes, or you can hand me a pot of water to dump in here.
Oh, I'll hand you the pot. Get out of the way. Okay, what you got?
I got some soapy water, and we're going to dump it down inside this sump pump. This sump. Just kind of diluting. Let's see if it'll run. All right, now let's keep dumping water in there. I'm gonna scrub my hands off.
What was that?
I said I'm gonna scrub my hands off and throw up while the camera's off. All right, what you doing?
I'm dumping water in the sump box.
You're looking a little wild there, lady. All right, go ahead. Now, why are you dumping it in there?
Because Turner told me to.
You're diluting it and cleaning the box. What you doing now, babe?
I am scrubbing up the lid. I'm trying to get all this nasty stuff off of it so it looks good.
So you do something behind the scenes on these projects, right? People don't see all that.
Only when you make me.
Only Big Daddy ain't scrubbing on nothing, huh? When I'm in there.
I have to do all the sail work. You have to do all the maintenance.
Okay.
I reckon there's probably some people who say this isn't really necessary to get in here with this with a toothbrush, but I just can't stand the way this looks when I open it up.
It's not really necessary. How's that? I'm the one that said it.
I just hate the way this looks, and I'd like to see it a little bit cleaner down in here. So,
I guess about as good as it's gonna get and load it down in there.
it might be time to repaint it.
Nah.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel. If there's any project you'd like to see, please tell us in the comments down below. Until next time, hey Mom and them, Turner said hey.